do you see that there being a second wave to this? Because I read something yesterday that beer sales are through the roof, and as people are home and they can drink a beer for $1, $2 a beer at home, are people going to be rushing to go out to a restaurant to pay $10 a beer or $15 a drink? How are they going to get people back in
But don't you
bring
think that's
that
already
behavior back
happening?
on?
Like, I mean, look at a football game, right? Stadiums are already being built with tens of thousands of less people, right? We've gone to this experience-based world, and everyone's already online. I mean, you got hashtags Netflix and chill and things like that. Like, I mean, that's kind of the world that we're already going to. And so I made this point the other day that, yes, this is unfortunate that what we're going through, but a lot of this is the quadrant 3 and 4 of the bell curve that are finally getting forced to move into this stuff that's already happening. And so, yes, I think people wanted it to be slower, but like
And that's
we gotta be
the
very
big point of the
cautious with
show.
this. Yeah.
Is that while there's a downturn, people need to start thinking about this stuff so that they can be prepared. So when things ease up, that they're ready to hit the ground running.
Well, and to Tim, what your point and Zach, kind of yours as well is so once things open back up, we'll see what happens, but I know for a fact, and like, just take my restaurant Three-Way. We were open, for 8 years, whatever it was. And, we do from 11 to 1:30, we do 150 people. Maybe 15 to 20% of that was, to go type stuff, whether it's, people picking it up or delivery. I can't even start to get through my mind how we would be able to do that volume, all delivery and takeout. It seems really logistically almost impossible. So then you look at, all right, well, if you go towards more like you're saying, Tim, I can buy a 6-pack of beer for $8, whatever, or $10 if it's nice craft beer that I know, Zach, you love. But I can buy 2 at the restaurant. I can buy 6 at home. The same thing idea with food, right? So the margins are way down for the food that people are coming to pick up. You're not for Canlis, who's used to having like a $200 person or $100 a person type check. They're getting maybe $30.
Because you're anticipating the booze on that.
Well, no, I mean, you're selling a filet mignon that part of the value of paying $40 for a steak or $60 for a dried aged steak or whatever it might be is the ambiance, the experience, and all that kind of stuff. So naturally, like, there's a less of value proposition if I'm the consumer. So now the margins are lower, so I have to have that much more sales to actually make ends meet, which is going to be hard to do. So I mean, I think the bread and butter will have to be experiences and getting people back in the doors, as
but
restaurant
the model is there, right? Like, to do takeout only. Now, and look, obviously I want these restaurants to go back to sit down, full capacity on those things. I just want people to start pondering, well, what if that never comes back, right? And there's clearly carry out and delivery focused, pizza and Chinese, basically, right? So there might be revamping of stores that is necessary to go through, but like, be thinking, okay, like, hey, this might be what we have to do if we want to stay afloat. And if you don't start thinking about those questions now, well, I think we all understand what potentially could be there.